Okay. Slow enough?
Yeah.
All right.
You look hot.
Well, it's all the hair. It's the hair.
It's good.
Thanks.
Did you ever see The Big Bang?
No.
You don't watch Big Bang?
I haven't. I keep meaning to watch it. I know it's really good. I haven't watched it yet.
So Sheldon, he missed his haircut by a day.
Okay.
And then he was like, with his bangs, I did feel like that. I have this thing with my bangs touching my forehead, so.
I think your hair looks cute.
Well, it's not as hot as yours, man.
Well, you know what? It's funny when I do this because people are really on the fence about it. Some people are like, wow, that looks really good. And other people are like, man, you look weird. You don't look like yourself. I've told this story before on like a long time ago on the other channel where I used to teach piano lessons. And I had a kid come in for his lesson and I had my hair done that day. And he came in and he stopped dead in his tracks. He looked at me and I said, oh, don't worry. As soon as I have a shower and wash my hair, it'll curl back. He said, oh, you should go and have a shower. He was like 6 years old. Like it was, no you know what kids are like, they're so honest, right? And it wasn't like a you look terrible. It was a you don't look like my piano teacher.
You're not my piano teacher.
And all of a sudden he freaked out because I was a stranger in the room that was supposed to teach him his piano. It was actually very cute.
Yeah.
Not offensive at all, don't worry. Now the kid who told me that my teeth were yellow, you know.
Oh, that's just rude.
Coming from a 4-year-old, it's still hard to hear, right?
Oh,
anyway, kids are honest, man.
Yeah, that they are.
On that note, happy Thursday, Flosstube.
Hi, everyone.
Hello, crafty friends. How's everybody doing today?
Good, I'm Kerri.
I'm Caroline. I'm the owner of Evertote.
And I am the owner and dyer behind Roxy Floss.
Welcome. Happy Thursday. It's been 2 weeks since our last Flosstube video together. We've got a few things to share with you today.
We do.
So the big news of the day, holiday countdown.
It's live.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. You guys blew our expectation, our wildest hopes out of the water with the release yesterday for pre-orders. Yeah.
Bananas.
Yeah. So thank you. If you've purchased your box and you're all set for December, we purposefully put in the entire quantity of inventory that we can physically handle for this year. There will not be another, like we're not holding back any inventory for later, a secondary release in the summer. This is it. So there's a lot. That's why it didn't sell out super quick, because we put everything in there that we can possibly make, that we're prepared to do. And Kerri has started dyeing the colors. She's getting the color palette ready to go, and we'll start winding it here at Evertote, grinding and carding it as soon as it's ready.
Apparently Dirty Christmas was a weird way of explaining
Dirty Christmas. Yeah, well, Dirty Christmas. It's yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
So you also described it as being muted, like a quiet holiday. And I think we should clarify that, because that doesn't mean like it's a soft color palette. Like there are going to be some rich, I would think rich, traditional is maybe a better.
Yeah, but not.
But dirty is a good word to use, because the colors aren't going to be super
clean. I have 2 words to describe color: clean and dirty. They're not clean. They're dirty. I should really get a thesaurus. So where I'm going already with it is, they're not jewel tones, they're dirty jewel tones. I don't know.
So it's like a muted down version of a jewel tone.
There you go.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there you go. I think that's a pretty good descriptor.
Yeah, I think it's good.
So we still have all counts available in the shop, and yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Next thing that's coming down the lane, February 14th, which yes is Valentine's Day. I'm giving myself a Valentine's Day, and I present, and I'm starting the C is for Coffee by Heartstring Samplery. This is going to be my new start, and I'm hosting a stitch along over on...
Oh, I'll move.
It's okay, there we go.
It is my big head that prevents it from
Your big
focusing.
head. Your big head and my big glasses. Over on Off the Grid Needle Arts YouTube channel, I'll be hosting a stitch along over there. I'm not going to do daily videos. I'm going to do one video a week and combine it into a Flosstube video. That's just me, because you know this doesn't give me nearly enough time to talk about all the things I want to say. I have to have 2 channels. So anyway, I've got it divided up. 4 weeks. We're going to complete this chart in 4 weeks. I've got 5 days of stitch worth per week, and then that is going to lead us into the very next stitch along, which is going to be a chart that isn't released yet by our friend Ellen. It's going to be released next week, February the 6th. This is, we won't have another video out before it is released in the shop. So if you are following us on Instagram, at Evertotes and at Roxy Floss Co,
there's nothing to see over there, folks.
You share stuff occasionally.
Occasionally.
Yeah, occasionally
More on
you
stories.
do. And if you want to see Kerri's beautiful cats, make sure you're following her Instagram.
Oh yeah,
because Finn and Ferg are worth the price of admission, because they're
pretty darn
they're
cute.
gorgeous. Yeah. So we'll have details over on Instagram, as well as Ellen will have stuff on her Instagram, and we will likely send out another newsletter next Monday as well. You can sign up for the Evertote newsletter at the very bottom of our website front page. Scroll all the way down. There's a place to enter your email address there.
I would definitely put an alert in your calendar about Ellen's new release, because
It's a big chart, but it's amazing.
Yeah.
If you I'll tell you, it's a sampler. I'm going to tell you, it's a sampler, and you're going to love it.
Yeah,
You're going to love it.
a sampler with a modern twist.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah,
It's so good. So very exciting. That's it for stitch alongs. Did you have any finishes this week?
I do.
You do?
I have 3.
What?
Yeah. So
I didn't know you had 3
yeah,
finishes.
so the Lizzie Kate project that I'm working on, I'm gonna call each one a finish.
Oh,
'Cause that's
yeah.
my goal, right?
That's a good idea.
Just because I'm putting them onto one piece of linen.
I
whatever.
think that counts.
I think so too.
That linen is amazing. Let me move
Thanks.
my pen.
Goodness, I hope this is the right way so we don't have to turn it around. Nope. Murphy's Law. Oh, sorry about that noise. So I've got 2 done. And then I fixed the ho 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 mistake. And then on the Lizzie Kate website, there's a PDF on how to do all these little borders to make it cohesive
Right.
if you're doing it all on one. So I started that, and then I squirreled out and started putting the heart in for the next little chart. And of course I can't put all the doodads on until I'm finished, because I think that will interfere with the scrolling.
Oh yeah, yeah. Beads and everything, all
Yeah.
beads and bling go on.
So
last.
really, last week, all my big stitching goals, that's really all I got done was the ho 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 holiday.
It's so cute.
I love it.
So cute.
Now, for the most part, I do have the floss.
We haven't done this up as a pack or anything.
no.
Kerri's just going rogue, using
I am.
using from your stash, right?
And for the most part, there's definitely like a cohesive color palette, but I'm finding that the charts, they'll keep adding
yeah.
colors
Yeah.
as necessary.
Yeah.
So I think really I
Yeah.
need to sit down and make sure that all the colors are included in the palette.
I love the little cardinal.
Mhm.
So cute.
Oh, hey, Kerri forgot to do its feet and beak. Oops.
He's so cute.
So I'm calling those
You can call them finished.
finished. Yeah.
Those are
I
awesome.
am going to call them finished.
Awesome. Beautiful.
Small wins, right?
The fabric is a one of a kind. that Kerri
Kitty.
is trying to replicate.
No way.
What?
I forgot my big finish.
No.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Totally
you
did.
didn't.
Totally did.
Then you must be, are you sure you really finished it? Is this
Totally
the one
finished.
you told them you were going to finish?
Yeah.
Oh, Kerri.
Yeah. So, you know what? I'll just send a picture to you.
Okay.
You can pop it
Tell
in.
them about it. Because
So, yeah, it was the,
I'm amazed you didn't text me when you finished it.
I know, it was pretty exciting,
gloating.
actually. So, so yeah, it was the Vierlande,
Yep.
Vierlande, I don't know why I want to say that in French. HK, HKVH by Historische Stickmuster.
Historische Stickmuster.
And then I looked up, I had to go back in some journals, but I started this December 31st, 2020.
No way.
It was 7 days before my surgery.
Oh, wow.
So obviously it did get worked on for about 6 months. And according to my silk stitching app, 491 hours. in it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It was a biggie.
That's amazing.
So yeah.
Phenomenal. Congratulations.
Thanks. So
Congratulations.
that's too bad because I was going to actually, after we did this, I was just going to bring it over to the framers.
Oh, well,
Sorry.
you'll have to put in a picture.
Yeah.
And then you'll have to bring it back once it's
Yeah, definitely.
framed. And then
Definitely.
we'll share it in real life then. Well, oh, congratulations.
Thanks. That was a
That's
biggie,
a
obviously.
huge
That was
finish.
huge.
I will have put in a picture in here. So, yeah,
Good.
wow,
Yay.
congratulations.
What a bummer, I forgot that.
That's an amazing accomplishment. That's a gorgeous piece. I said I was going to
Thanks.
bring mine. I didn't. Didn't even work on it at all. It's been a busy few weeks.
Yeah.
Did you, oh, so you counted those as 2 finishes.
Yeah.
You're a Lizzie Kate.
Yeah.
Good. All right, I have a finish too.
Yay.
I shared it on my other Flosstube, but I'm sharing it again because my Cranky owl
So cute. And
is
it's already
done.
framed.
It's already framed. This is how it's staying forever. It's so cute. This is a modern folk embroidery piece, and
It's really cute.
it's a 46 count. This is close to pistachio. 46 count pistachio might be a little lighter than this. This is maybe a little bit darker than that, but it's close to pistachio and charcoal floss.
That would look super cute in one of those wooden, are they hoopla?
Yeah, the modern hoopla frames.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. And that's actually another, I had thought about that because I still haven't ordered my frame for my
Moonshine.
Is that over there actually? Is it under? Yeah, it's right there since I'm talking about it. So modern hoopla, I think they are in Virginia. I think they're in Virginia. So pardon me, it's a little bit wrinkled. But this is my Moonshine cabin, also by Jacob of Modern Folk Embroidery. And of course, as you can see, they're both round. So I had said that I was going to buy myself a frame from her, and now I need 2.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to do that
Yeah,
for
that's
sure.
really good.
Yeah, I love it. Both of them. So yeah, Cranky owl, 46 count. I love how teeny tiny he is.
So cute.
And just so cute. So since I'm sharing this, I'll tell you about, I have a Facebook group attached to my other channel. It's called Friday Off the Grid. And occasionally I do, the reason it started was I used to do a weekly stitch along on that channel, Friday stitch along, and I would just chat while I stitched. It was a lot of, well, Caroline chit chat. So there's a Facebook group attached to that, and we get together, you know, virtually. It wasn't like, there was nothing live. It was just Friday night, 6 p.m. your time. You'd pick a project, you'd work on it for 6 hours, and then you'd share your progress at the end of the night. So that's why it's Friday Off the Grid. It's Friday evenings. And it still goes on. We still put on our party pants on Friday night, share your pictures. There's nothing that is like, you know, there's no videos attached to it. There's no, you know, chats or anything. I've learned my lesson on chats. Anyways, a couple weekends last weekend, 2 weekends ago, I did an event and it was called a Finish It Up Weekend. And every once in a while I'll do this. And so you're encouraged to join in and pick a project, choose a goal, and spend your weekend working towards your goal. So this was my goal, was to finish this little guy, and I did it. So it was so fun. And the reason why I didn't really promote it or say anything about it last week, I already talked about over on the other channel, was a misstep on my part with the chat function in the group. So because of that, I'm going to do it again. February the 10th. February 10th to 12th, excellent, hosting another Finish It Up weekend over on the Friday Off the Grid group. So join us over there.
Cool. Page
finish, color completion, a little, you know, like Kerri's, one of those, an ornament or anything like that, where you can FFO something. The goal is you, whatever you choose and want to work towards. So
cool. That's it.
What else you got?
Well, numbers were called a few days ago.
Oh, for WhipGo?
I don't know. Jury's out about how I feel about WhipGo. Well, basically, if I don't like what the number was called, I just ignore it. So, so I guess my board, my rules, right? So, so for February, Birds to the Boughs was called, and My Lucky Cat.
Oh.
Now I know Michelle has since retired that chart, and that's okay. I still love it. I'm gonna finish it, and it's a quick finish.
Yeah.
What can go wrong with white DMC on white Ada?
White DMC, white Ada. You're gonna need to backstitch it.
Yeah, yeah. There's gonna be some backstitching.
Do you want to show them the Birds to the Boughs in case they haven't seen that chart?
This is by Stephanie Webb.
Lindy Stitches. Oh, I love that chart
it's so
cute. Much.
Yeah. And it's a quote taken from a poem by Lewis Simpson able As Birds Are Fitted to the Boughs. So that's very cool. And
wow, look at that!
Yeah. So the majority of that was done last June. I started this. This was my basement stitching while the contractors were in our house for a week. So, yep. And
that's beautiful.
I pulled it out last night and I got that, the, whatever you call that is.
Medallion.
The medallion in the middle.
Are you using the called for colors?
I am.
It's just so beautiful.
So it is, I'm using a piece of 32 count XJU hazelnut. And then these are all the DMCs. Just lovely. So pretty. Don't be jealous, Nicole.
Pat, pat, pat.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? It looks like you're a stitcher in progress. This is beautiful. Yeah. I like how I thought that was a needle, actually. That's funny. That's just a thread.
Just a thread.
That's beautiful.
I like it.
How's your, how are your adapters working out?
Really good.
Yeah, you're happy?
Yeah, they're really good.
And you're using the felt to hold them in place?
Yeah.
So this is an Omnic frame, and Kerri's using her Mark II floor frame to hold it with the large.
Yeah. And I love it because
adapters.
I don't flip my work, so it's very stationary.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Those colors are amazing.
They're really fun.
So vibrant and pretty. Beautiful. Oh, well done.
Thanks. Taking a bit of time because railroading stitches.
Yeah. What count is that?
32.
32.
Yeah.
I think you did say that already. I just wasn't listening properly.
All right. I don't listen to you either. So Charlie Brown's teacher.
Yeah. She turns me off after 30 seconds.
Yeah, that's your window. Window of attention.
What did she say?
All the important bits have to be included in that first 30 seconds.
This is why I need 2 floss tubes. Let's see. Okay, I just wanted to give you a little update on my Flora McCulloch. Flora McCulloch.
This is the one that you were going to flip 180.
Yeah.
Right?
Now, do I have?
That didn't sound like a good Sounds like something's gone off the rails.
Flip. I was gonna flip it. Let's see. I've got all my charts here. Do I have it? I do. Look at that. Okay, so this is by Ruthie of Crowsfeet Stitching. Flora McCulloch. Love this sampler. Yeah. I love it. I saw Ruthie's stitching when we were in England last October. I saw the model and I just fell in love with it. So this is, by the way, we will have all project details in the description box below in case we forget to say anything. So I talked a lot about I was gonna go from the top because the borders were the same. Well, womp womp, I was wrong. They are not the same.
Oh.
They are not the same, and that's why this stalled out. You can see that I finished that border, right? I was so excited, and I was working on it at the top. And I was so excited to add in the alphabet, the next colors, because look at the floss pack. Look.
Oh yeah.
Look at those colors. Like, I was so excited to start adding in some different colors. And then I thought, I just better double check. And sure enough, the leaves at the top have 3 stitches. It's 3, 3, 3.
Yeah.
The ones at the bottom are 2.
Oh,
2, 2, 2, 2.
bugger.
And there's one row of empty stitching in between here.
And 2.
And I think there's 2. There's 2 at the top, see?
Oh, okay. All right.
So fortunately I discovered that before I just went ham and started stitching the alphabet at the bottom. So, and then I was kind of like disappointed. But then I decided to change my attitude because I'm really looking forward to stitching those, the
Turn that frown upside down.
If you can't turn your project upside down, turn your frown upside down. I find this so charming.
Yes.
Sewed by Flora McCulloch, Kilbride, 1846. I love that. Now it is, where did I see? I mean, what is that?
Save? Nope.
SAV 8. Is it? I obviously have to read the Ruthie's information. Ruthie really provided a lot of historical detail, and it's a full color chart. It's amazing. So this down in the bottom right, can anyone tell me? Can anyone tell me? I haven't clearly read the beginning. I should probably read it first and then ask if anybody can tell me what they know what that means. But anyways, this is on a 36 count dirty porcelain with my Roxy Floss Co conversion. And yes, I promise that the next time I show it, I will have added another color into it because I can't wait to do that.
I can't imagine that it would have been the end of the world if you flipped it upside down.
No, it wouldn't have been, you know, but it would have bothered me.
Okay.
It would have bothered me. So it wouldn't have been correct.
Yeah.
Even though there are other times where I will leave mistakes in purposefully, that would have bothered me. Anyways, did you have anything else?
I did not even work on, I didn't work on it, now I've forgotten all about the name of it. Turkish Delight.
Turkish Delight,
I did not work on it at all in the
Okay.
last,
You needed a little break from it.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All those color changes.
Yeah. I worked on it the night that we recorded last, and then I think the Friday night. No, not the Friday night because we were traveling that night.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I didn't really get too much done on that one evening.
Yeah.
Well, it's all right.
It'll come back.
Yeah.
The other thing that I worked the most on, I did work a little bit on my hibernation day, but not, I didn't bring it today to share because I have a big goal. I have a big goal.
This is pretty amazing.
Ta-da! Look how much I've done! Look how much I've done, right? This is Halsingland Blommer, and I'm gonna put in a photo of the cover because I went so far off off track here with what Jacob's original design is. It doesn't even look like the same. So Jacob's was done on a white background with a red floss, and I'm doing mine as a 2-color chart on a green fabric with well, different floss. So I am always, whenever I share this, I'm always asked, is Kerri gonna dye any more of that green fabric? What you should know about this green fabric is that it was a happy accident. It was a total mistake. She came to work one day and she said, I've got 4 yards of this crazy green. What do you want me to do? Do you want me to over dye it? And I said, that's beautiful. I want it. So so I chose the floss specifically to go on it. I started stitching the project, and we sold all of the 4 yards that I had. But that's not to say that this wouldn't work on any, like I've actually kitted up a few other combinations in the shop that are, your lentil fabric is a beautiful green, and Pippy and South, the colors are Pippy and South Beach. Those both look amazing on lentil as well. It's a slightly softer green, but lentil is actually a really good description of the color.
Yeah.
And also we have lentil kitted up with, Ellen did the model for Matter's Choice.
Yeah.
Which the floss she used was darkest sage. So it's a super dark, rich green on lentil, stunning combination. So something like this done with darkest sage and a pink, like a softer pink would be amazing. Anyway, so yeah, Halsingland Blommer, and I want to finish it. I want to finish it. I can't quite put it down. I've gotten a bit addicted to it, I'm gonna say. So I often also get asked if I will help people with the placement of where I put the secondary color. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a photo of my progress so far, and I'm going to put that picture in the listing for the chart that we have on the website. So if you just Google, we've got a search function on the Evertote shop page. If you Google Halsingland, it's Halsingland, it'll bring up the listing, and click on the photos that are in there, and you'll see, I'll put the picture there, and you can use whatever colors you want. Pick 2 colors that you've got in your stash that are your favorite. Because I plan on this being a cushion, so for my couch. So that's why I chose a 28 count linen. 28 count, which makes it, I think it's gonna end up being an 18-inch pillow. So it's perfect size. Pick 2 colors, go to town.
Yeah.
So, and I'll put the photo in. I'm pretty much half done. So you've got a really clear idea of where I've put those accent colors in. And then you can just do it yourself.
Screenshot the listing and
and then you'll have it in your camera, and then you can just refer to that. What I do is I highlight what I did. I looked at the pattern as a whole before I started stitching, and I highlighted where I wanted the accent colors to go. So then I don't have to think about it. I just stitch. Everything that's not highlighted is Pippy, and everything that's highlighted is South Beach. So yeah, simple. Beautiful. I love it. Like I'm so thrilled with it. I love stitching it.
Hey, you've got a pretty big needle sticking out of that.
Oh yeah. Oops. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't know how that happened. So yeah, I think
that's good.
I think that's it. Thank you. I'm thrilled with it. I love it. Oh, I have these to share.
Yes, you do.
Right, okay. So one of the next big things that we're working on is working on getting ready for Stitch North.
No biggie.
No biggie. So if you are attending Stitch North, which is our retreat here in Ontario, our first weekend is the very last weekend of April, and then the next weekend is the first weekend in May. And the retreats are both full. We do have waiting lists for both, but people are getting in off the waiting list every day. So if you'd like to come, if you'd like more information, we actually have a retreat tab right on our website. So if you're looking for more information on either Stitch North or the retreat that we're hosting for modern folk embroidery, you can find both of those on the website. The modern folk embroidery retreat in Canada, in London, Ontario, Canada, is happening in October of this year. back to Stitch North. Last year I collaborated with Patty Brake of 4 Boys and a Newfoundland Girl. Patty designed the chart for Stitch North last year. And so this year, following along the same theme of working with a Canadian designer, I reached out to and I spoke to Leanne of 1897 Schoolhouse Stitchery, Schoolhouse.
Yeah, Stitcher. Yeah, I think so. Stitchery, I think.
I'm pretty sure most of you are probably following along her on Instagram already. If you're not, she has just been getting her market releases ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Amazing. Leanne has just been, she has knocked it out of the park this year. Yeah. I think she's going to have a fantastic market release. I would love to bring her charts into the shop.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah. So I reached out to Leanne, and Leanne has agreed to collaborate with me for the Stitch North kit this year. And so the idea that I had was, and I didn't even bring it with me, one of the first bags that I ever made when I was just starting out was I had a 9-patch square. I made a 9-patch because I was working on a quilt, just a simple lap quilt. And I had a couple extra 9 patches left over. And I turned it into a small project bag. And it's one of my favorite bags. And I thought, you know, never done a bag like this for the shop. It's not something we offer. And wouldn't that be fun to do like a quilted bag as a special offering for the kit bag? So then I started playing around with my scraps that I've been hoarding for the last 6 years. And you know, Hannah and I were talking, and I told her my idea, and she said, you know, everybody keeps asking if we have a theme, and she said, you know, you could have a theme for your bag. It's a throwback. It's hashtag throwback is your theme, because I've decided to make 9-patch bags for the kit using my stash from the last 6 years. Yeah. So all the bags, I mean, I've got some that are going to be the same, but most of the bags are going to be totally different. So it's going, if you're coming to Stitch North and you're going to be interested in the kit bags, the reason I'm telling you this now is because we're going to have to start listing these soon so that I know how many to make, because these are fairly labor intensive. So I brought 2 samples. I brought a couple of samples to show. Now keep in mind, both of these colorways are, you know, pink, and not all of the bags are going to be pink. No. So this is not a true representation of like all the different fabrics that I've got. But this was the one I started with. So this is not my original bag. This was the first one I made as a sort of sample for the retreat. So I made my 9-patch, and then I decided I wanted to use this. I've got a cotton linen blend that I love. And so it's a little bit tricky to work with because it's stretchy, but Matt and I have got it figured out. So I made the 9-patch, and then I didn't like how the bottom corners were turning out in this size of bag. So then I thought, okay, well, let's box the corners just slightly. So the bottom of the bag has a little box on it so that it sits nicely and the corners don't pop out at the bottom. Yeah. The zipper at the top is the same. I don't put ends on my zippers purposefully, because that way, and I know lots of bag makers do, and it makes a very nice look. They look beautiful, look very finished. But mine, for utilitarian purposes, I like my zipper to open all the way. I like it to open all the way to the end so that I can fit my Q-snap in without having to make the bag itself bigger. So my zipper opens all the way. And so the bag size that I've chosen to make to fit around the 9-patch fits, and you can see I've got my Michelle Bendy Alice Through the Looking Glass chart. What's it called? It's the name of her chart escapes me at the moment. But it fits an 8-inch square Q-snap. And it's just a small size. So then I thought, you know, this is really nice. I like it a lot, but it would look even better if I quilted it. So sample number 2, I quilted. And I think you'd agree, just looks a little bit nicer. Now the second bag, I had Matt put together. I did the 9-patch and the quilting, and then I had Matt turn it into the bag. And when he boxed the bottom, he made it, I said, let's try it, make gussets.
I think it's the gusset, yeah. He made the gusset.
He made the
deeper
gusset deeper, and I don't like it quite as much because the bag doesn't lie.
It's more of a wedge.
It's more of a wedge at the bottom instead of it being a neat, tidy corner.
Yeah.
So between these two, it's the finished bag is going to have quilted 9-patch and a slightly smaller wedge at the bottom. Gusset. So if you're coming to Stitch North, be on the lookout for an email update about the kit, the retreat kit. And yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, is it, you said it was like a, you get what you get.
Oh. Kerri's talking about how we're going to sell them. So yes, because they're all individual, it's impossible for me to load in. You know, I don't know how many people are going to want these. We've got 450 people coming between 2 weekends. If 200 of you want a bag, they're all going to be different. So I can't list 200 photos of bags for people to choose. So basically, we're
going Pokemon style.
When you purchase your kit, you can leave us a note. And if there's a color that you hate, like I don't like pink, put that in the notes and we will make sure you don't get a bag that is predominantly pink. And I think that's a fair way to do it. I also plan to bring an extra 30 to 40 bags with me. And if you're really unhappy with the bag you receive, you can come and see me and you can choose, you can have a rifle through the bags that we've got. And if you'd like to select a different one, that would be fine. Yeah. So, but
They're really cute.
I love making them. Like I love making, like I'm cut all my fabric, I make the 9-patch, I like every step of it. It's like, you know, it fulfills that quilting itch, right? Making the 9-patch, ironing everything, the smell of the iron as you're working, and then quilting it on the batting, and yeah, I love it.
I love that it's like a little historical.
Yeah, like I remember every single one of these fabrics.
Yeah.
Every single one of them I can place what bag it was that I made, where I bought the fabric, or you know, if the fabric was a gift, or yeah, it's just my stash in a nutshell. It really is a throwback for me.
Yeah,
so the bags are kind of meaningful to me as well, which is, it's fun. It's really fun. It's been a pleasure to get back to the sewing machine on a more regular basis. Yeah, it's been fun. So that's it. Did you have anything else to add?
I don't think so.
Or I think we're done.
Yeah, that feels short.
Yeah, might be a little short. Maybe 45 minutes today. I don't know.
Good.
It's okay, we've run out of things to say. And I'm not just gonna sit here and talk more just so we have a longer video.
You know that she would.
I totally would. It's true. I could talk for another hour.
No, I think that's it.
Okay.
I think that's it.
All right. Well, we will see you in 2 weeks. And
yeah.
Until then.
Yeah. Get if you were thinking about the 2023 countdown.
Yeah.
Probably go and snag one of those.
Check it out.
I think they're going quicker than we anticipated.
Yes, they are actually moving quicker than I expected them to move. So, but we do still have a good amount in the shop. So
good. We should try to end this before the battery runs out.
Oh yeah. Okay. On that note, happy stitching, everybody.
We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.